Hi everyone, Jane here. Thank you for watching today. I thought I would have a bit of a sort of experimental playtime today. I love collecting art supplies, as you may have been able to tell, although I do use them, so I don't feel too bad. And one of the other things that I also enjoy are different types of brushes. Not that I really sort of experiment with them very much. So I got out some of the brushes that I've bought over a period of time today. There's just 4 here, and I just thought I would have a play around in my Canson art book, which is the Saunders Waterford cold pressed watercolour paper, which is one of my absolute favourites to work in, and just do a grid journal page, I should say. And all I did was I started off by masking off the little squares in the journal, and then I just wanted to have an experiment with the different brushes. Now, because I was just going to be playing around, I got these 2 ceramic palettes that I had over by the side. Actually, I don't think the one on the left is ceramic. I think it's a very heavyweight plastic. And in the one on the left has got some Rosa Gallery paints in, which I will list the colours in the description box, and the one on the right has got some Core by Golden watercolours in. So I use these ones because they were out and I need to sort of get them cleared up so that I can use those palettes for other things. So the 4 brushes I had are, I've got the Overwash, which is a Neptune by Princeton, or Princeton Neptune, whichever way around you say it. That's the one I was just using. Then I have got a Velvet Touch angular shader, which is the one that's got like the slanted, but like a flat, but with a slanted edge. I have a Filbert by, I'm not sure of the company, but I will list it in the description below. And I've got a Rigger brush from Rowney, their graduate range, so they are really economical brushes that you can get. And I just wanted to have sort of a play around, and I started off by being quite formal almost with my first one. I thought, oh, I'm going to try to do some sort of flower. As I was going along, I realised after a while that I needed to maybe loosen up a little bit, because I'd got a little bit sort of bogged down with the smallness of the squares. So if I was to do this again with these brushes, I probably would either have just a whole page, or I would have much bigger squares where I could be much more expressive and experimental with these, because I did feel like I was trying to just create a little work of art in each square. I have to say, after the first few squares, I wasn't feeling the love for this page, but by the end it was okay. It's not my favourite thing ever, but it was really just a chance for me to handle these brushes. And I truly believe that the best way to learn your products is to just get on and try them out and play around and use them. I, like lots of people, I love watching YouTube videos, and I will sit and watch and watch and watch and watch, but I don't really learn anything until I actually have a go myself. Now, as you can see here, I'd got a little bit bored with doing such individual little boxes, so I went a little bit like, well, I'm just gonna get that colour out there a bit better. And so I sort of became a little bit looser at this point and just a little bit more getting the colour down, but I still wanted to really experiment with the different sorts of lines and the sort of the pressure that I needed to put on to do different things. I don't feel I totally got that from this project, if I'm totally honest. I think I would need to do something, like I say, on a bigger scale to really feel the brushes properly, but it was a starting point and it made me get them out and have a go. So I just played around with the colours, with the brushes, and just see where I go with it. this was really mostly about the brushes, I decided that I just wanted to add some acrylic paint pen over the top, and that would be all I wanted to do with this page. So I reached for the Copic Acreas, and these 6 pens are all from the Essentials set. So there's gold, silver, white, black, grey and sepia. And I wanted to use these ones because they have a nice fine nib. So I didn't want to do anything too over the top with this. I still wanted those brush strokes and the marks that I'd made to be the feature of this page, but I knew that some of these squares had got a bit dark for my liking, so I wanted to lift them. So I sort of went with the theme. So the first one I sort of felt was more like a flower. The second one I thought was sort of a bit like a galaxy sky. So I sort of looked at what was already there, and I added in some different dots, lines, zigzags, and those sorts of things just to lift the page a little bit. sometimes when I remove the tape, I am totally happy with the look that that gives. But today, for some reason, I just felt that these little squares needed their own little borders. I debated whether to get a ruler and do them really nice and straight, but then I thought, no, they're quite oh, what's the word? They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, each of these. So I thought I don't wanted to go with an imperfect border around each one. So I just got the black Copic Acrea and freehand drew a border around each one. So I wasn't trying to get them really, really straight. I wanted them to be a little bit wonky and I wanted it to just look quite organic. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today. If you have enjoyed it, do please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed and you think this is the sort of content you would like to watch, do please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.